It's week 12 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers field-stretching tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bucs and the Bears on Thursday night primetime.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Hi there, everybody. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward here on Thanksgiving night. Time for our third of 3 holiday games today, Brock. And with any luck, the best has been saved for last as everyone settles down in front of their televisions.
I know, we're all supposed to say it's just another game, it's just another game, but it is not.
Nope.
We broke bread as a crew last night together. We celebrated our Thanksgiving. We got to watch some football today, and now we get to put a nightcap on it and can't wait for these guys to lay it on the line.
So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Broke through the tackle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They put a receiver in motion here left. Williams set to pass. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Working the sideline. That's Odunze. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has the connection to Odunze. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
On the give, this is Irving. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 3 now. From the 31. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Right back to Irving now. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Slot receiver headed left. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's the give to Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Once again, Irving. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Irving goes up and over for the touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 34, Allen on the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Williams. Komet brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That'll be the end of one here in our... We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now here's Williams. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession. And,
Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We'll take a momentary pause for the injured player, and this is a notable one. Mike Evans is the one hurting after that one. Irvin here from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it sets up 2nd down. Sending a receiver left. 2nd down, Mayfield to pass. He's on the move. He's running with it. A lot of grass ahead. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Mayfield now from the gun. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll motion a tight end left. Irving on the inside give. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead to 7. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow their lead to 8. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. From the 32. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
The Buccaneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So that brings up 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Takes this in at the 25. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be Bears football. First down, here's Swift. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Williams from the gun. Catch made by Allen. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Williams to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears first down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He'll cobble together a yard there. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Bears, who have it 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps...
Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Bryce Hall picks it. Short throw to the sideline, partner. Normally works for them, right? Yep. But a quarterback lying in wait that time jumps in to make the pick.
Those sneaky corners, Kate, you always got to keep your eye on them. Offenses love this area of the field because they're easy completions. But as a QB, you got to use your eyes. You've got to look that corner off. Otherwise, you're going to jump, throw, and get that easy INT.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. On target to Godwin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Full extension, and he brings it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. Mayfield to throw again. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. So that's the half in our final game of this year's Thanksgiving slate. Now we'll keep it in the state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings, as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both of these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter.
And Brock Ewer.
On the return, here's Palmer. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the third. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, when they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Mayfield now. Blitz coming. Called in by Godwin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now it's second down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught for the first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Now a give to Swift. Juke the defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bears first down. They'll run now with Swift. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Man in motion, headed right. From the 16. Has his man, it's Swift. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Counter give to Kamara. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Dumps it off to his running back. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run this with Irving. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the give, this is Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Forced out to his right. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Kamara goes up and over for the touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They send a tight end in motion. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Komet brings it in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Williams with 3rd and long. He's got him, that's Swift. And he'll get it up to the 27. One quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. The Bears. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Mayfield on 1st and 10. He's going deep. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, then early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down throw by Williams. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, it's Swift. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down, ball at the 36. They send a receiver in motion right. Williams to throw on first. Rolling out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Allen, the motion man left. First down, Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now Williams has the connection to Adunze. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams from the gun. Swift hauls it in.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, here's Williams. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Working from the gun, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On the return, here's Palmer. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Here's the give to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Once again, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Going with Irving here. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Irving here from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.